Hello, and welcome to today's speaker card reading. Today's topic is what is it about you that catches people's attention? And for that, we have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now, let's get started. And, guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see what is it about you that catches people's attention these days. Absolutely, you are with the judgment card. You are a very self reliant person, somebody who is not, who lives their lives on their own terms, somebody who is extremely self reliant. You're very, you're very attractive, very magnetic. Actually, it's your self in like independence, fierce independence, which makes you even more attractive, for very reliable, somebody who literally you dance to the tunes of your own beats. You are such a very attractive person. I'm getting like you tend to get judged a lot by people in a negative way, but you don't really care. You don't believe in dimming your own light in order to make other people happy. That's one thing which makes people which catches people's attention for sure. You are like, what I'm saying, first of all, you can be like the center of the party, center of attention in a party, celebrating life, celebrating everything to its fullest. You are one of those people who are very good at celebrating their success, and also I'm seeing you're hitting some major milestones in life. So a lot of attention, a lot of limelight is naturally dawning upon you. Yeah, it's coming on you for sure. Yeah, very well dressed, very looks dapper in like whatever you wear. You are very well dressed, very well well traveled, well dressed, well spoken. Maybe you speak a multiple languages, very smart, very suave. But what I'm seeing is beneath that surface, that bright color, dynamic kind of a personality, is a person who has worked very hard to reach wherever they have today. The Fool, too, it's a card which shows that you are a person who has been through a lot of ups and downs in life. Life has taught you a lot of very strict, very difficult lessons. You had to learn those lessons, and today, before jumping, making any decision, you think twice. So on the surface, you are a very free spirited, somebody who is not afraid to take risks, but the risks that you take are usually very calculated, and that catches a lot of people's attention. That makes you very attractive. Yeah, you have been through a lot of hardship, but you're one of those people who does not believe in giving up. You never gave up. You're like this tortoise in the face of severe impediments, in the face of severe difficulties and tough times and criticisms. You guys never gave up. You guys kept on moving ahead. You guys kept on moving forward. And you know what? You're one of those people who knows that, what? If I persevere, I will eventually reach my destination, something that I'm destined to find in this life. You are one of those people who, if you can't walk, you will rather crawl, but you will never give up. Yeah, you're seen, you're known for your bravery. Actually, that catches a lot of people's attention, that this is a person who never, you have been really shot down by life several times, but never really gave up. You have faced a lot of criticism, you have faced a lot of backstabbing. you know I'm seeing some major tower moments. I don't know whether the tower card would be there or not, but I'm seeing like major tower moments when you felt like, oh god, I've lost everything in my life. From there, you have restarted, and you have actually put in hours and hours of hard work to reach wherever you have. Now you have grown into a way wiser, way sorted kind of a person. Earlier, you were more gullible, more easily dependent on others, easily trusting others. This, nope, you don't do that. Two of Cups is a person who is extremely, you're very attractive. What catches people's attention is you're actually physically, you are a very attractive person. Maybe a lot of you have lost weight or have gained some muscles, something that makes you even more attractive. Your attractiveness quotient has gone up a lot. Eight of Wands, you are a person who has really, I'm seeing you have like you have had some major breakthroughs after a lot of hard work. With this, I'm seeing like you have worked very hard to reach this position of Eight of Wands, when while you have received a lot of positive breakthroughs in life, and that has greatly transformed, like one miracle after the other kind of things have happened. And that is something like people feel that you are a manifestation magnet. What catches people's attention is you are somebody who has worked very hard, at the same time have managed to keep faith in the universe to manifest your desired life, which you have manifested today. you know the moon card, a lot of you could be having Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as sun, moon, rising. Also, you could be like very intuitively blessed as well. When we go through it could be into spirituality, into occult, into naturally, intuitively or creatively blessed. Especially when you're going through difficult times, we tend to lean towards spirituality a lot more. At least that is something that I can see in your case for sure. And that is a major, major positive point. All right. So the Two of Pentacles, you guys are so good at multitasking. This is another thing. You guys are very dynamic. Also, it could be so that, you're good at two or three different things. Or maybe you have a day job and you have one or two side hustles, which gives you the extra cash to make your lifestyle even better. Maybe it helps you save, invest, and that has helped you tremendously. Or maybe you have a day job, at the same time a startup as well, which you started from the garage. That, like, I'm seeing a very industrious kind of a person, very hardworking, determined, who has seen difficult times. They have endured difficult times and grown through it. You're all also a very, very balanced person, somebody who is very wise, very balanced, very determined, very, diligent at what you do. A lot of you could be Librans as well. Libra, Scorpio, I'm getting Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, even Sagittarius. A lot of you could be Leos and Sagittarius as well. Yeah, very strong person. I'm seeing, like, what catches people's attention, what attracts people towards you, it's your mental strength. You have the nerve of a still, in spite or in the face of severe impediments. Like, you can hold your nerves like it's no one else's business. That's something that I can see. You're a very strong, determined, diligent kind of a person. Six of Wands, yeah. You are a person who is extremely, like, very ambitious, very determined, very driven and focused towards their goals. You know what you want out of your life and are willing to go after it full throttle. You don't really care what others think, say, do about you. All you care about is your goals. You're very ambitious. I'm seeing, like, extremely ambitious people. And you are extremely focused about your goals, about your life. You're one of those people, like, you could be knocked down by 10 times and you will get up the 11th time and try and walk a way out. That kind of a mental strength. When other people are totally jittery, like, don't know what to do with this, you're one of those people who is like, you're calm because you've seen way worse in life and you've come out of it. You've crawled out of those darker caves of life. So you are literally the architect of your own destiny. You have created, a lot of you could be very good with your hands. Like, it can be anything, a writer to a potter to a dentist to a surgeon to a nurse. Like, I'm getting a lot of you could be related to the medical profession, or where you use your hands pretty often. Could be a chef. Yes. and also very self-made in a way. Like I'm seeing a lot of self-made people, very self-made, self-driven, that kind of a personality. Six of Pentacles, you guys are also extremely compassionate, especially towards kids and small animals. So what attracts people's attention towards you is you are a person who is very kind, nurturing, compassionate, giving, caring kind of a person, especially towards the kids. You could make a fantastic parent, if you are not a parent already, or if you have kids, you are a fantastic parent. Like that's something, the way in which you treat kids and animals, the compassion you show towards them is something that catches a lot of people's attention. Yeah, you are a very, very attractive person, very, very attractive person. A lot of people totally would love to be on their knees in order to propose to you. A lot of people, I'm getting literally loads of guys have, in a heterosexual scenario, if you identify as a female, have their eyes set on you. But they, what I'm thinking is, they literally feel that, what, this is a person who is way above our leagues. Two of Wands, yeah, you're a very competitive person, very competitive. Like, how shall I put it? Very, very competitive. You know exactly what your worth is, and you are not willing to sacrifice in that regard. You are a person who knows exactly where you stand regarding your worth, and you are not willing to sacrifice like one bit. The Empress card, you are somebody who is extremely diligent. I'm seeing literally you have built a life of your own with your own hard work, and that sets you apart from everyone else, from the crowd, from the whole crowd. Like, you are one of those people who is totally self-made, totally self-reliant and self-made. You have made this, like, you have created this life with your own hard work, and that nobody can pull you down. I'm seeing like you tend to come across a lot of judgmental comments because of your self-reliance, because you refuse to dim your light, because I'm seeing you embody the Empress energy. Like you tend to get a lot of attention, totally resplendent in your own glory wherever you go, and that tend to like carry with itself a lot of jealousy, and but you don't really care, and that is something like, I don't pay two hoots about what you think about me. That attitude tend to actually attract a lot of attention. Okay, Kat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. Exactly, you are like this, Cat, somebody who is extremely self reliant, somebody who knows what their worth is, somebody who is willing to actually uh, do the extra thing, go that extra mile in order to fulfill their wishes and desires. Gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Exactly. You are also extremely compassionate, very loving, caring, and giving towards your family members, towards those people you care about, your friends who are in needs. You know what? You tend to very easily tend to extend your help, especially financial help, to those people in your friend circle whom you know that they are struggling. Also, you are that friend who would probably cook and take care of a friend when they are ill and sick, and people really like that. That is a very attractive quality that you possess. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, another thing is you are a very hardworking person, somebody who has literally worked so goddamn hard to reach wherever they have today. You are one of those people who is usually pushing their boundaries all the time. So that is something that people feel very inspired about, that this is a person who is never gonna give up, who has always like, in spite of achieving so much, even now you have like, I'm gonna try go that extra mile to serve this. And that kind of a mindset is something that sets you apart, that tend to attract a lot of people's attention. It's time to take action. Yeah, yeah. As I said, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius can be seen in a lot of you. You guys are very driven, very action oriented, in a very go, go, go kind of a mood. Very proactive and action oriented person. Somebody who takes a lot of action proactively. Somebody like, you're one of those people, organized kind of a people, who knows like that time is blocked. You know where you're gonna be, like in 3 days from now, in 5 days from now. You have that calendar set for yourself. That kind of a person you are. Sage, be devoted and committed. You are somebody who is extremely devoted, disciplined, very committed towards their goals, very focused towards their goals, who knows exactly. You are like a sage. You literally are like a sage especially when it comes to your work, in every facet. Like, disciplined people are usually disciplined in every aspects of their life, and you are no different, my dear. Pile number one, bore. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Yes, you are like this bow, somebody who is not scared to face their problems head on. Somebody who is not scared to actually, you are somebody who is not scared of their problems. Instead, you believe in facing them head on, face them, and like, get over them, conquer your problems, emerge victorious, come out victorious on the other side. You are one of those people who believes in conquering their problems and fears instead of being scared. Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. You know what makes you so attractive? What draws a lot of people's attention is you are a very quietly observant person. You are somebody who looks for our opportunities, seeks opportunities, and tries to commit to those. That is something that is special about you. You are a person who is known to be, like, a lot of people might actually call you opportunistic, but the fact of the matter is you are one. Sorry, I just moved the camera. Fact of the matter is you are one of those people who had actually acted on the opportunities that was there in front of them. Most of us, all of us, actually tend to have some opportunities or the other which we tend to miss out on. You are somebody who tend to create opportunities even in adversity, and that is something that catches a lot of people's attention. Right, unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Exactly. You are a person who is very rare. Unicorn, remember, is a very rare animal, like an imaginary animal. Like, people literally find you to be a very rare person. They can't believe a person like you. You are a very tough person on the outside with a heart of a gold. That is the kind of adjective that I can think of, or rather exact expression I can think of. And you are very magical, very creative, very imaginative as an individual. Yes, have faith in your dreams. You are a person who is a dreamer and a doer. Excuse me. Like, you are a person who, you dream with your open eyes. With your eyes open, you dream about things. You are a person who has their dreams in place. Like, you believed in your dreams when no one else believed in you. Like, people would probably laugh at you when you would tell them about your dreams and stuff, but you're one of those people who never ever gave up. You are not a quitter. Winners are not quitters, and the reverse is also true. The quitters are not winners. You are a winner in life, and that is something like having faith, absolute faith in your dreams, and persuasion of the same is something that you are extremely good at. Share your voice. You are a person, come out of the cave, express, persecution. You are a person who believes in sharing their voice. You are a person who is very open about their opinions, who is very vocal about their opinions. You share the stage, you share your voice. You are a person who knows exactly what is right, and if you feel that a wrong thing is happening, you're a very just person. I'm seeing a lot of you could be public speakers, a very well orator, very well spoken, a very, you're known for your eloquence, you're known for your oratory skills. These are the things that I can see in you which attracts your oratory skills. Maybe a lot of you speak multiple languages, like 3 4 5 languages with Ilan, and that attracts a lot of people's attention. And also maybe with the Scorpio, people having especially Scorpio or strong Pluto, your speeches could be very deep. It moves a lot of people. Guys, you have the capability of moving a lot of people, moving the crowd, and evoking a lot of emotions in the crowd, and that's something that catches a lot of people's attention for sure. Tiger, you are being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. You are a person who is meant to be a leader, who is born to be a leader. You are a person who is there to provide leadership, to provide that guidance. What I'm seeing is you are like the star card in the Rider-Waite tarot. What it shows is you are like a leader, like wherever you go, like the limelight follows. You have a natural leadership quality. It's not just about the limelight, the way you conduct yourself, the way you treat others. It's like a natural leader. There is a natural leader in you which people tend to usually notice at first. Like you could be sitting in silence in the corner, but still your aura, your vibration that you give off is that of a very confident person who can lead a team from the front, set the example from the front, walk the talk. It's not just a tall talk shop in your case, rather you are a person who speaks very well, who leads from the front, and people tend to look up to you. What I'm saying is, people also, you could be a spiritual leader, a thought leader. Yes, a thought leader. A lot of people tend to look up to you. They come to you for your thoughts, like what you think, what do you think about this, that kind of a thing I'm seeing in you as well. Shield maiden, make plans and focus. You are a person who is extremely organized, very time blocked, extremely, you are very good at focusing on things. You're very good at making plans and focusing on things. You are a person who is extremely focused. You are a person who is extremely determined, diligent, and also what I can see is you are somebody who knows, like, once this time goes away, you're like the sage, you're like this shield maiden who knows once this time goes away, time will go away on its own. I will not get what I deserve. So instead, you almost lead the life of a sage. Disciplined, dedicated, focused, plan oriented, very regimented, like a sage or like a military or a army person. That is something that catches a lot of people's attention, that this is a person who lives their life in that way in general, even when nobody is looking. Unleash the wild within, she wolf. Yeah, a lot of you could be loners, lone wolves, because you believe in focusing on things that matter to you, focusing on the ideas that matter to you, focusing on stuffs that actually makes a difference to you. So what I can see is you are like that lone wolf who can, you could be like, you could be coming across as really lazy and very lazy, very laid back. But it's like before anybody does anything to you, otherwise you're a very laid back person. Somebody rubs you the wrong way, you are like, oh my goodness, you can rip that person apart. That's what I can see. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. You are a warrior. You are like a warrior. You are a very fearless person, very courageous, determined, fearless, driven. I am seeing somebody who is very quietly, some people are very boastful, but you could very well be somebody who very quietly asserts their position. You are one of those people. I can see like a lot of you have actually been a warrior in your own life. Life has thrown a lot of lemons, and you guys have managed to turn those lemons into lemonades, and that is something that catches. Like, I'm not gonna, it's not over until I win. With that attitude, you live your life, and that is something that catches a lot of people's attention. So I hope, pile one, you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Namaste. Thank you. Hello, pile 2. Let's see, what is it about you that catches people's attention these days? Okay, clearly with this Three of Wands, you are a self-made person, and you are standing out in the crowd and brightly shining. You are one of those people who are self-made in their lives, who have created their lives from nothing into something that is significant, and that means a lot to a lot of people. You are a contributing member to your society, to your community. People tend to look up to you, a very significant personality. That is something, like, people are looking up to you after you have achieved something. Like, I'm seeing you have achieved certain things which is way beyond what people around you had expected from you. That is one thing I can see for sure. Okay, Two of Wands. A lot of you have actually moved away from your place of origin, maybe to a different continent, different country, different state, or maybe a different house. You've upgraded your lifestyle, something, you've moved away, and you literally hold the key to your destiny. You hold the key to your success. You're one of those people who literally have walked their way up. Somebody who has worked very, very hard to reach wherever they have, and you have made a lot of people around you very motivated, very proud. I'm seeing your parents, if they are there, or your siblings, being very proud of you, using your example, using you as an example. You are like, you hold the key to your destiny. Wheels of Fortune. You are a person who has literally turned the wheels of your fortune in your favor. Wheels of Fortune have been turned in your favor by you with your own hard work, determination, dedication. With number 10, a lot of you have, maybe you've come to a different place and have restarted your life, and have, with your own hard work, your manifestation, your passion for your job, you have restarted and reinvented your life. Starting everything with new zeal and confidence. That is one thing. Sun, you are being seen as a very successful person. You are a success material. You are a person who is extremely successful, who is extremely motivated, somebody who is extremely empowered. You are somebody who is extremely empowered, very successful, very determined. You know, what catches people's attention is you are shining brightly, my dear pile number 2, and that is catching a lot of people's attention. I'm seeing you guys are hitting some major success, and that out of a lot of adversity, like coming to a different country, coming to a different city, settling down there, readjusting into a new work environment, home environment. Everything was new, being criticized, being ridiculed, facing ethnic issues, all of such things you have faced. And, like, I mean, you started, when you restarted, you literally felt like, what, I've got nowhere else to go. How can I restart my life? From there you guys started, or rather restarted your life, and have reached wherever you have today. Five of Wands, you are a person who is a very stable person. You are known for being stable. Like when everyone else is freaking out, being jittery, not knowing what to do. You are one of those people who have this calmic calm about you. Even when there is, just giving an example, there is an earthquake. You can during emergencies, you can quietly and in a very cool manner, you can pre-arrange things like, I need to do this and this. You could be one of those people who could be like emergency firefighters, emergency workers, medical practitioners who work in emergency situations, trauma specialists, those kind of people. Or you are known for being very stable and resilient even during very tough times and trying times. All right, another one is, you could be seen by a lot of people as stingy, but what I'm seeing is, what catches people's attention is, you're very good with money. This is a person who has not only made money, they have made extra by saving up on the money that they made. You are one of those people who have saved up, who has really managed to make a difference in their life. Like, you do not believe in squandering money away. Instead, putting money to good use is something that you do. Sorry, I'm just moving the tripod a little bit. Right. First of all, guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, your support means so much to me. Okay, so you are one of those people who wouldn't squander money. Instead, like, your lifestyle is probably half, it does not reflect the amount of money, like nowhere near the amount of money you make. Probably if you don't tell people how much you make, people would assume something way less. And that is not to denigrate you, it's like, oh my goodness, people might think that you are stingy, but you're very good with money. You have always been very wise with money, and that is something that has given you immense amount of success. Justice, you are a person who is extremely fair. A lot of you could be Librans, a lot of you could be related to the law, paralegal, advocacy of some sort, animal advocates, birds, animal life advocates, climate advocacy, something. Or you are known to speak up against the injustices that happen. You know what, injustices tend to happen everywhere. You are one of those people who is known to speak up. Okay, for a lot of you, maybe you have been speaking up against certain things, you're advocating certain things, maybe LGBT rights, maybe climate rights, and people used to ridicule you like 5-7 years back. People, like, the awareness, you need to accept, guys, that the awareness is increasing with the passage of time, right? So there was a time when people were not really aware. It's not their fault. Like, more, it's been covered, it gets covered by the mainstream media, more focus it gets. That is something that I can see, that you guys are gaining more and more prominence in your life. Like, now people have started taking you seriously. Maybe for that, the reason why, the whole and sole reason why people would probably make fun of you, ridicule you earlier, they started respecting your opinions now. Maybe you have become like really a sought after person. People look up to you for your opinions, for the things that you maybe do for animals, for the climate, anything it could be. Six of Pentacles, you are a very giving person. You are known for your charities and donations. You are one of those people who knows exactly, like, you know what, I am like, if I earn this much amount of money, a significant chunk, you don't squander it. Instead, you try to put it to good use. Even with the knowledge, a lot of you could be giving free tuitions to a lot of children from the underprivileged part of the society. A lot of you could be like known for being very good teachers, and you're known for being very charitable. A lot of you are known for your donations, huge donations, and that is something that catches. Like, this is a very giving person. That is what people think about you. That catches people's attention. You are a very, this person is appreciating his stability. You are a person who lives with an attitude of gratitude. You know what, we are today living in a world of instant gratification, myself included. Absolutely instant gratification, we want things right away at the click, you know. But we tend to whine a lot, we tend to complain a lot more. Earlier generations, they didn't expect things to happen just like that. Instead, they inculcated more of perseverance and resilience. That emotional resilience is somewhat missing in our generation in a way. And we tend to cry and complain about the small things, creep, cry, complain about smaller things. But you, my dear pile number two, are not one of those. I can clearly see you are one of those people who knows exactly like how lucky they have gotten. You have been through way worse, and that makes you way more stable and living your life with an attitude of gratitude. You guys, my dear pile number two, tend to live your life with an attitude of gratitude, because you know that's the only thing that has brought you this far in life. Five of Swords, you are a person who is extremely, you know, I'm seeing a lot of you are being very successful, at the same time facing a lot of like backstabbing. A lot of you faced a lot of like jealousy, a lot of politics, office politics, professional politics in your life as well. And that is something you have been through, financial stresses. But okay, the Tower card, okay, but that couldn't deter you. What I'm seeing is it's the negative aspects, the you know, adversities of life that tend to push you forward, that tend to fuel your forward journey instead of, you know, pulling you backwards, if that makes sense. You are one of those people who would literally try to find a silver lining in everything. You have been through financial instability, the Tower moment. Yeah, you know, coming to a new country could be a reason why maybe a lot of some of you have lost your jobs, had lost your jobs, or maybe you had to restart your life. Some people getting married and shifting to a new country, and in an adverse situation you had to restart your career and life in general, and from there you had to build one brick at a time. And that is something that makes you stand apart. That story of survival, not just survival, thriving, is something that sets you apart. Eight of Wands, you are a very feisty and fiery kind of a person, somebody who has achieved a lot, and somebody who is known. A lot of you could be very like a very strong personality, persona is very strong. People don't dare to mess with you, that kind of a persona. You know what, I'm seeing a lot of you, that struggling period, whichever way you have faced it, whatever that might have been, that gave you a lot of inner wisdom, which are coming handy today in your life. That sets you apart. It's your inner wisdom, it's your inner wisdom. It's like, you know, almost enlightenment in a lot of way. You know, this enlightened person, that difficult time taught you a lot about your own self, a lot of you know, today you're way more persevering, you're way more patient, you're way more resilient, and that is something that catches a lot of people's attention. Queen of Swords, you are a person who is extremely how shall I put it, you are a person who is extremely wise, very sharp. Like, you have seen a lot in life, mostly downs, but are also now seeing ups. But you can see right through people's facade. So manipulators and abusers tend to stay the heck away from you. You are a very sharp tongued and intelligent person. That's what that is the thing that catches people's attention. It's your like sharp intellect, at the same time being very sharp tongued. To those people, your ability to see through people's nonsense is something that catches a lot of people's attention. Elk, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. You are a person who is extremely wise, extremely dignified. Like, no matter what, like, you have a persona of your own. A lot of people are jealous of you, they try to pull you down, but you know what, it's your persona. It's your dignity that makes you stand apart, that catches a lot of people's attention. You are very brave and very honest. You are a very brave and honest person, very honest, very disciplined, very humble and grounded, because life has taught you to be very humble. Life in a lot of way has grounded you, has made you into a more humble person. Humility is a virtue that you have enough of. Take charge and authority with authority. A lot of you know what, people, what catches people's attention is your leadership quality. Even in pile number 1, I can vividly recall leadership quality was there. So you guys in both piles, I'm seeing the leadership quality, authoritative quality. A lot of you could be into jobs where you have a very high position, a lot of people reporting to you. A lot of you could be having your own company where you are the CEO and boss, and even the CTO could be you, and you are doing everything on your own, and people are reporting to you, and you are being looked up to. Like, people tend to look up to for their suggestions, everything. You are a lot of you could be into meditation, into grounding, into nature. You tend to, like, a lot of you tend to connect with nature like this. Very sensitive person, sensitive to other people's emotions, vibrations, those kind of people I'm hearing. Very compassionate, very, it's, these are the qualities, in a very meditative state mostly, which actually tend to set you apart, which tend to attract a lot of people's attention. Walk through your fears. You're one of those people who have managed to face their fears head on. You are one of those people who literally, what you're capable of, what you're worthy of, and you're willing to walk after it full throttle. You're walking at it full throttle. You're one of those people who are probably scared of this, that, and the other. We all are. Let's face it, we all are scared of something or the other. But you have faced your fears, you have walked through your fears, you have faced it head on. Intend and create. You are somebody who has manifested their desired life, somebody who has put their intention into action and have managed to manifest. Your manifestation abilities are something that tend to attract a lot of attention. Your manifestation abilities, your ability to focus, your ability to move away from anything that pulls you down, anything that, like, we all tend to go through phases where feel that, everything is over. There is this sense of doom and gloom, but you are somebody who has manifested, who has managed to manifest this better life, a balance between practicality and spirituality. A lot of you should be having a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer sign. You have the perfect balance. You could be a very successful CEO, I'm just giving an example, a coder. At the same time, you could be equally good, a manifester, a very big believer in spirituality. I'm saying strong believer in spirituality. It's spirituality that helped you get through during your difficult times. But at the same time, you are the same person who knows exactly what is right for you, and you are equally adept at doing your coding work. Just giving an example, your technical stuff. So you have the perfect balance between practicality and spirituality. The perfect example of that. People use your example, and that balance tend to set you apart. That catches a lot of people's attention. Enjoy success and happiness. You are somebody who is actually seen as a very, very successful person. Somebody who came from nowhere, who started their life from negatives, maybe. From there, they have manifested with their own abilities, they have managed to manifest a life of their dreams. Bring love into the situation, Aquarius. You are a person, a lot of you are very ahead of your times. Could be into research, into science, research, could be into crypto, bitcoins. Somebody who brings a lot of love into the situation. You are somebody who brings a lot of care into the situation. You are a person who is very genuinely, you love what you do. You very genuinely love everything that comes with it. You love your work, you love your life. When your work does not stay a chore, life gets way easier. That's exactly what has happened with you. Peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. You are one of those people who tend to get noticed. You're like the peacock, you tend to get noticed wherever you go. You are one of those people who knows that, what, like you're like the star. You don't need to do much. You are a natural. A lot of you are probably actually very good looking people, like gorgeous people. It doesn't matter which ethnicity you're from. It doesn't matter where you came from, what you wear as an outfit, whether you're slim, you're tall, it doesn't have to be that way, but you're gorgeous human beings inside out. And that is something that catches a lot of people's attention as well. Absolutely gorgeous, attractive people. Look at the bigger picture. You are a person who is a leader, like a natural leader, somebody who looks at the bigger picture, somebody who knows exactly what their worth is, what they're capable of doing, and have really managed to achieve that. Confidence is the key to success. You are a very, Leo, Sagittarius can also be significant, Aries can also be significant. I'm saying, like, confidence is the key to your success. You are a very confident person, very determined and confident kind of a person. A win-win outcome is the focused. You are a person who has been a winner. Yeah, Libra. See, I said Libra can be significant for a lot of you, for sure. You know, you are a winner. You have become a winner after going through a lot of trials and tribulations. Life has put you through a lot, my dear pile number 2. I can totally see the tower moments. You were totally kicked out of your comfort zone, not pushed, literally being kicked in the gut, punched in the gut and kicked out of the comfort zone, and had to restart your life from nowhere. And when we go through those difficult times, those are the times which teaches us the toughest and harshest lessons of our lives. These are the times when you really notice who your true friends are, who would stand by you, who wouldn't stand by you. I'm seeing some major, like, from there you literally won in your life. You literally conquered every impediments and that were thrown at you, and have won over them, slay them all. You are like this dragons. You are like this girl who is so brave, who conquered, who faced the fears. You are no longer scared. That like, you literally feel invincible in a lot of ways, and that tend to set you apart. That tend to catch a lot of people's attention. Okay, take control of your own narrative. You are a person at last who has managed to take control of their own life's narratives. You have managed to get hold of your own life. You are one of those people who no longer complains that this is not happening, that is not happening. You make things happen. There was a time when you used to be a people pleaser. Today you are not. You no longer care what others would say, think, and do. You just do what you think is right. Every hurricane comes to an end. You are a person, every storm, every hurricane comes to an end. You are a person who is literally, you have seen a lot of storm, you have persevered through a lot of storm, you have endured a lot of storm to reach wherever you have. You are a person who has managed to come to the end of it, who has managed to turn their lives around into something which is way better than what you had earlier. Today you are an inspiration. Your success story is like the survival guide for a lot of those out there. Make the change. A lot of you even physically have changed, have become way more attractive. People, like, from your past, like 5 years back, They can no longer recognize you physically. You have changed so much. Like, you have totally transformed yourself. Like, you need to be ready for success in every way. You have literally prepared yourself over the last few years to get where you are. And that's why, that is something that catches people's attention, that this is a person who have transformed themselves inside and out to get where they have today. And that is extremely motivating. You are a very motivational person for a lot of people. All right, Pile 2, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support would mean so much to me. It means a lot. Thank you. Namaste.